Welcome to the Homebodies podcast. I'm Sophie.
I'm Holden.
And we're starting a book podcast. Yeah. We're siblings.
Yes.
I'm the middle child. We got the youngest baby right here. Youngest and most important.
Yes.
Pride of the family.
The best.
And yeah, we've both read our whole lives. Our mom's a librarian and books are just a big part of our lives. So we were like, you know what would be fun? This.
Our mom is really excited about this podcast. She wants to be a guest star.
I'll definitely have her on at some point. Yes. This month, for this first episode.
Which is October of 2025.
Yes, October 2025. Scary times.
Yeah, everything is really good in the world right now.
In the world. Yes. Any Hoosers. We are reading. Oh, we already read. We read Mexican Gothic
by Silvia Moreno-Garcia.
Because it fits with our October times. So we're like, yeah.
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 And we were like, yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's very spooky, scary book. Scary times book. So should we talk about the plot before we get into spoilers?
Yeah,
because we were gonna do a line when there's spoilers.
Yeah, let's just. Do you want to explain the book a little bit? Do you feel up for the job?
I can. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
Go for it.
So the main character. Okay, so this is a book. This is a book.
That's the big important part.
It's 1950s. They're in Mexico. This girl Noemi is she's the heiress to a rich. What was it dyes? They sell dyes. She's from a rich family. And her cousin just married this fucking guy, this English guy named Virgil.
Yeah, okay, real quick pause. Virgil Doyle is about the most horrific name ever. And if your last name's Doyle, no hate.
Sorry.
We love you. We love all the Doyles out there. But anyway, that threw me off.
Yeah, why would you marry a person named Virgil Doyle first?
But it checks out to be an icky man.
It fits him.
For sure. Okay, so she married Virgil.
Her cousin is married to Virgil. Her cousin Catalina marries this guy named Virgil. And then they don't see her for months after the wedding. She just vanishes. And she starts sending these letters to Noemi's dad that are really cryptic and kind of scary. And she's like, Virgil is poisoning me and this house is fucked up. Get me out of here. You have to come get me. And they're not sure if she's actually being abused by her husband or if she's having a psychotic break. So they send no.
Yeah, naturally the dad sends the 22-year-old party girl, glamorous debutante gal to save the day. Also, he was so shady. This isn't a spoiler because it was right at the beginning, but him being you have switched your major a few times and you date multiple different types of guys. You okay, sorry, she's 22 years old. That I was sir.
And also the letters say I did not just talking about her dad. The letters say if she's my husband is poisoning me from Catalina is saying that, and he does not for a second entertain the fact that she's actually being abused. He immediately jumps to she's crazy. Yeah, and you have to go get our crazy niece.
Checks out.
Yeah, it fits.
But yeah, so she goes there, and then what?
And then everything is freaky. It's a freaky house full of freaky people who all look the same.
Yep. The house is called High Place.
Yes, and it's by the ocean. No, it's not.
Yeah, well, it's in the Mexican countryside, right?
Yeah, it's in the forest. It's in the mountains in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very isolated. There's this small town next to it, but the house itself is very isolated. And spooky and freaky. And she has to go figure out what's going on.
Yeah, what's the big dark secret, basically. Yeah. That's the summary. Do we want to say anything else before we put our little, this is about to be spoiler time? Or, do
you have any?
What do you say? I guess let's rate it. We can rate it.
What did you think? I don't want to go first.
I liked it.
I really liked it.
Yeah, I would say for my star rating out of 5, it was a 3.75, 4 star somewhere.
I think around 4 stars.
Yeah. And I don't know what it needed to be a 5 because it is really good, but it just wasn't a 5 for me.
There's there are points where the writing is kind of awkward.
Yeah. But then there's points where the writing I'm like,
but it's also beautiful. Like it's like the descriptions are so I love the house.
Yeah.
I want to know if you had this, and we can maybe cut this out if it's pointless. But I just thought this was weird. That I think there was a typo in the last line. Was there a point where in really close to the end where you were like, was that a typo? Oh no, well here it is. Okay. Last conversation they have on the last couple of pages. So I'm on 299.
Okay.
They're talking and they're having a conversation, and this is what it says. This is such bad audio because it's just me reading.
No, that's okay.
Okay, so Virgil, not Virgil. What's his name?
Francis.
Francis is talking, and he's like, if it's in me, I should put an end to it, and you shouldn't be so close to me. It's not. No, Emmy says it was a dream. He says, no, Emmy. Then she says, you're not listening. He says, no, it was a dream. Dreams can't hurt you. She says, then why won't you go to sleep? But she's the one who's not asleep. So I think something got skipped there. Did that happen for you? You listened to the audiobook.
Yeah.
It was a really strange typo to have on the last page.
Yeah. I didn't notice it, but
where I think a line of dialogue got skipped. And so it was a lot of little stuff like that where I think it needed more copy editing.
Yeah.
But the actual bulk of the story and the writing was really beautiful.
Yeah.
That was my take. Hot take.
I like a hot take. I love a hot take.
I love a good hot take.
There's parts in here. Okay, I have no issues with big juicy words. Throw in a fun word like sporific or I'm trying to see. I had a few moments where I was like, okay, are we trying to just fit in SAT words? It's totally fine, and that's part of. I feel like maybe it's part of Gothic horror, maybe a little bit.
No, it did feel
an excuse for it, but it's
had a thesaurus open.
Yeah,
and it might be part of the dating it as Gothic Victorian vibes, but then the story takes place in the 1950s, so it's not that old. Right.
It's just weird because I remember back in high school, I was write an essay, and then I would highlight random words, put a better one, synonym for whatever. Some of it felt like that, or just wasn't very natural, but it didn't take me out of it either.
And I feel like I have a good vocabulary, but there were a lot of words that I was I don't know, that one. That one's new. Yeah. Which doesn't happen very often. But yeah, it was that was the level of it being just so much of that. But I do feel like it does a really good job of feeling like a Gothic Victorian novel. It feels like it was an old book.
It does.
Because of that writing style.
It does.
Which is fun.
It is fun.
You've never read anything else by this author before, right?
No.
I've read The Daughter of Dr. Moreau, which I really liked. I was reading that when we were on vacation together. I really liked that. I had similar issues with the writing felt weird.
Was that a more recent book?
I think it came out more recently, maybe.
Because I think this one is 2020. Is that right?
Yeah, let's check.
Because it was a Goodreads Choice Awards winner.
Yeah, 2020.
2020.
I did not know. Let me Google that. That's why I have this here for
handy dandy.
Hashtag fact checker.
Hashtag. It reminded me. Have you read anything by T. Kingfisher?
This one was 2022. I have not.
2022. Okay. Well, it reminded me of some T. Kingfisher's work. Mm-hmm. But if you haven't read it, then that's fine.
Let me Google T. Kingfisher. now that I'm researching. See if
the one that it reminded me of is What Moves the Dead, which clicky clacky in the podcast. I might cut that out. I don't know. ASMR. We'll see. ASMR.
These are so many books.
This is okay. Let me just read you this. The Kingfisher one came out in 2022. So I can't say that anyone stole from anybody, and this obviously came first. But it was kind of weird. So just what the Google box gives me. The story follows retired soldier Alex Easton as they investigate the mysterious illness of their childhood friend, Madeline Usher, at the Usher's family ancestral home, uncovering a nightmare of fungal growths, possessed wildlife, and a dark pulsing lake.
Yeah, that's...
It's like...
pretty similar.
Pretty similar vibes.
Okay, I have read something by this author, and it is Dragon Breath, which is a middle grade comic book. So I don't think it fits the writing style you're talking about.
Very, what's different? But that popped up in my head a few times. And then I read another book recently. I couldn't remember what it was called, where it was like, again, go take care of someone with an illness, and I don't know. The thing that got me between the two, I guess we can put a cut right here for spoilers.
So we should just say, like, come join us next time. We will let you know the book ahead of time next time, so you can read it ahead. Yeah, on our Instagram, we are gonna try to. What should I say? Like, are we gonna do a poll, or do we want to just pick? Maybe we pick for a little while because there's nobody to poll right now. Yeah. Feel free to comment your suggestions. Yeah, we'd love to read your favorite books. But yeah, this is about the line. If you are going to read this book and you don't want anything to be spoiled for you, go ahead and see yourself out. But we love you. We'll miss you. All right. So this is just a real quick last Kingfisher thing. Yeah. The parts with the fungal, like the mushroom to mushroom, like that part is too similar to me. That's the point where it's But this came out first, so I can't and I'm not going to be shady to anybody. You can't be. I'm starting a hate campaign. That was just weird to me. Yeah, that is weird. But that's a really similar, like, right? Similar plot. Just yeah, but yeah. So, do you want to, is there anything in specific you want to talk about, or do you want to just, like, go through, like, the story beats? I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to just break it down? Or you want to, we can just talk about random things as they come up. I guess we should go in chronological order, but, like, things will pop up as we talk. Yeah, we can jump around a little bit. So yeah, she shows up in this house. Okay, the characters. There's Virgil Doyle. Fucking Virgil Doyle. Okay. Okay, whatever. Francis Doyle, who is Virgil's nephew. Okay, the family trees get bad. There is some incest. A lot of incest in this family. But I think he's Virgil's nephew, or he's okay. He's related to Virgil, cousin. I think they're cousins. That sounds right. It sounds right that they're cousins. You know, and if it's wrong, it's wrong. Florence is the aunt. Yep. So Florence is Virgil's aunt, the mother of Francis. Yes. And then, what's his fucking name? Howard Doyle. Okay, the nastiest man. The way she describes him, oh my gosh. How do you know? Because that sounds shady. I can sit in a room with an interesting specimen and be fine. But, like, how did she carry normal conversations with Howard is my question. Well, I guess she didn't. Howard's a fucking freak. Yeah, he was never letting them have a normal talk about anything. Yeah. Just thinking about Howard. And then there's our two gals. Yes, Noemi and Catalina. Yep. So she shows up. Francis drives her up, and immediately she says she doesn't think he's hot, which I think is funny. One of the first things she says about him is, like, I'm not interested. She's like, Noemi was not interested in, like, passive boys or something like that. I just think it's really funny that that's the first thing she notices about this man. But then, yeah, she goes up there, and everyone in this house is being freaky as fuck. She talks to Catalina. Yep. They're all freaks. Mm-hmm. Florence is, like, really strict. The Florence is like, you can't smoke in here. Yeah, she's got a stick up her butt. You can't go anywhere. You can't talk. They eat dinner together, and they're like, we eat in silence in this house. Okay. Yeah. It's like, I know you want to help your cousin, but she stayed longer than I think I might have. Yeah. Well, even because Francis the whole time is saying, you need to go home, and she doesn't. Yeah. Don't tell me what to do. Maybe listen that once. Maybe listen that one time. That one time. To him, that once. Yeah, and she starts having, once she shows up, she starts having these weird dreams. Ghost dreams. Mm-hmm. And they're just freaky dreams. Howard is, what's the word? The people. This is gonna be a long second of silence while I figure this word out.
I'm just thinking Nazi, but
no, yeah, that's basically the same thing.
You want the real, like, a better word?
Eugenics.
Yes, he's so obsessed.
So they're all like British, and then Noemi is Mexican and she's dark skinned, and she shows up and he's like immediately like, so
yeah,
your blood is mixed with whom?
First off, it's a bunch of white people in a house in Mexico that have never tried, that have been there for generations, have never tried to learn the language.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Being super shady and
Francis
weird.
Speak Spanish.
Yep, which is a big help towards the end. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, and I had mixed feelings about, because I feel like the writing. So I mean, obviously, put it in our faces. It's like, it's important, but I think we got it, like, without how much she brought it up. Does that make sense? It is so
fun. Like, there's a point where she goes into the library and it's like the only book open is like eugenics for dummies.
Yeah,
like,
crazy. There's some of those things where I'm like,
we know.
Yeah. So I'm like, because you're like dumbing down certain things, but then also like, let me throw in like a few SAT words in here as well.
Yeah. Like, who's that?
Which was, I mean, yeah, like we got, just based on what I said, this white family, never learned the language, has been there for so long.
Yeah, it's not
We
subtle.
get it.
It's not subtle.
We know what they're up to, but any users.
Yeah. I do really like that he's, so he's like a crazy eugenicist, but he's also like really into incest. He's like keeping his family pure by marrying his relative. Like, he marries his sisters and cousins.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten to all that, so I'm not sure.
I just think it's funny that we the book we chose, just like so much incest. Like, our sibling podcast, the first book we chose was start with incest. But you know, it's only up from here, I think. So
every book we read from now on.
Go ahead, keep going on that.
No, yeah. So I just think it's funny that his whole thing is about like maintaining the purity of the bloodline, but he reaches a point where even he's like, yeah, we're having crazy incest babies. I need to introduce some new blood. So even he can't be a eugenicist. Yeah, he sucks so bad because he's doing so much incest. Like, he can't.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
It is. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he sucks. Everyone sucks.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what else to chat about. Some of the writing was like really fun. I should have like highlighted certain sentences, but like some of like one that I remember is when she was talking about like the like tombstones or whatever coming up from the ground like broken teeth. I was like, whoa. Oh, and then when she said the railing was like an eel, did you hear that? Like, do you remember any of these parts? I was just like the way she describes the house and like. I don't know. I wish I like pulled out
that was really my favorite part. Was like, the descriptions of the house.
Yeah, I was like, we're there right now.
Because it's so freaky. Like,
yeah, just kept getting like worse and worse, and I'm like, first off, okay, but when she got there, her cousin straight up says like, it's impossible to leave this house. Like, I get you want to help her, but whoa.
Yeah, I feel like just go get like the cops or something.
Right.
Like,
well, then she tried to get that doctor.
Yeah. So they have like a house doctor who comes and talks. So they are saying that Catalina has pneumonia or.
Was it pneumonia? That sounds right.
Something like that.
No. What was it?
Whatever they.
One of them.
Tuberculosis.
One of them. Yes.
They said she had tuberculosis.
Yes.
And so they have a doctor coming to see her, but and they're like, all of this is just caused by tuberculosis, and Naomi's like, that tuberculosis does not make you crazy. Like, tuberculosis does not make you.
Yeah.
Say your husband is poisoning you. So she goes to get a doctor from the town, and they're all really pissed about him being there. And every time she talks to him, he's just like, yeah, I can't really do anything about this, but...
Yeah. Yep. Then there's also... How would you describe her? There's another lady in town.
Yeah.
Who...
It's like a healer. Like
she's a healer. Yeah.
And she makes something like a tonic for Catalina that's makes her better and then gives her a seizure.
Yeah.
Which that was a bummer when that happened.
Bummer.
She ate too much medicine and they give her a seizure. And then everyone gets pissed at Noemi. As always. Didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yep. And like, okay, so some characters, some of the things she does, like I was like, okay, like some of the things she says, okay. But then you think she's 22 years old and she's like trying to like save the fucking day right now.
Yeah, and she's in like this is insane situation. Like she's definitely not always great. But she is a very realistic like 22-year-old girl like just trying to deal with something insane happening around her.
Yep. What else can we talk about?
Well, do we want to go to just like the twist spooky stuff? Because there's all this stuff about like they're being haunted. She's having weird dreams. She's freaking out. There's a lot of like dreams of sexual assault. Like that's actually something we should mention is like trigger warning for sexual assault in this book. Because she has multiple dreams about like Howard and Virgil assaulting her or assaulting someone else and her watching. But then at the end she realizes, how do I even explain this? Howard is immortal, of course. Which does make sense because they do spend do a lot of time where like Francis will be like, I just wish we would be free of him, but he's never gonna die. And I was like, give him 2 seconds, he's gonna die. And he's like 97 years old. Like he's so gross and like he's not barely alive. But apparently he's immortal. And he's been putting his soul into his children's bodies. Yeah.
It was wild, dude. It's like, okay, so like you were said before the recording or whatever yesterday that we tried to read the book closer to when we were recording because we wanted to have everything fresh on the brain, but you hit like the last 100 pages and you were like, okay, I've got to read this because it just gets crazy.
Yeah. It's whoa.
Yeah, and it's just one thing after another. Yeah.
You don't even know how to like explain all of it. Yeah.
And I guess we don't have to. If you listen this far, you've probably read it, so you get it. Or you're not like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, he's immortal. He's been putting his shit in his kids' bodies. He's gonna become Francis. There's fungus that's making the fungus immortality.
Yeah.
Is the whole thing.
That fungi, man.
That fucking fungi. He buried his first wife alive.
Yeah.
So she's the one who's at like the core of all this, which I like that. I know it's not like new to have like, I don't know, just the fact that he has to use he isn't actually doing this himself. He has to use a woman too.
Yeah.
Because this whole thing is about race, and it's also about sex. It's about her like being subjugated as a woman by this family, and also as a Mexican woman by this family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ultimately, them not being willing to learn Spanish led to their downfall. And that's it. And
that's why we're learning Spanish.
Yep. I've got my Spanish copy of Twilight and New Moon to get to any day now, and we got to get ready for the Super Bowl. You know, love me some Bad Bunny.
We're gonna understand everything by then. By then, we're gonna have it locked in.
Yeah, just give us a couple weeks and we got this full language.
Speed run.
But yeah, I mean, what else opinion wise is there anything else you want to say? I mean, I thought it was really fun.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some serious topics and stuff. It's not always like a fun ride, but it was enjoyable. I mean, because if you're going into like a gothic horror, this is exactly, I feel like, what you want.
Yes, definitely. No, it was really good.
It was interesting. I feel like a lot of times with gothic horror books, there's like an overlap of like science and supernatural. Mm-hmm. And that was interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's always like when I read these kind of books, like when's it gonna flip to ghosts and all the supernatural stuff.
I was not sure for the whole thing, like if it was gonna actually be ghosts or if it was gonna be like drugs,
which is fun. I feel like a fun way to do that.
Yeah, I really like it. I really like what Silvia Moreno-Garcia does with like taking this like Victorian or just like Gothic vibe but then setting it in Mexico. Like just having non-white people take the stage, I think is cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I mean, I love a romance book, but I love that was like so much a subplot, like the romance parts, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're like barely
compared to some of the books I read. Yeah.
I didn't know how I felt about the romance the whole time. I really like Frances as a character.
But then I didn't either. I felt the same way. And then that last paragraph, I was like, that's so cute. And I'm like, that's what they needed after the trauma that they just experienced. I was like,
at the very end, I was like, these two are actually really cute.
Yeah.
But again, it should not have been the focus of the story.
No.
So I like how sidelined that was.
I do feel like I would have loved more like Mexican aspects.
Yeah.
But I mean, the point is like white people suck. I mean, that's not the whole point of the book, but like that's a big thing, and I feel like that's why there's not as much Mexican like. Yeah,
there's the whole thing takes place in the house.
Yeah.
Then we didn't even mention that they're like the family ran a silver mine, and there were like all these Mexican workers in there who like, are in like mass graves.
Yeah.
In the backyard, like that's crazy. So there is a point where it's like, what's the movie where she gets married? So good at this. The movie where she gets married and then they have to like hunt her down.
Why can't
she marries into this really rich family, and they're like, we're gonna play a game tonight.
Ready or Not?
Yes.
Okay.
So I love that movie, but I've seen people criticize it for the fact that it's about this like crazy rich family being like bad people and them all dying, but it also humanizes them a lot and spends a lot of time in their heads as opposed to talking about like the people they affect, which I think you could give a similar criticism to this book for spending so much time on this crazy fucked up family instead of on the people who like, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing because it's just you're just not telling that story, but I think I can see that criticism. I also felt similarly about like talking about women. The only two female characters. There's the Florence, but there's also just Noemi and Catalina, and you barely spend any time with Catalina. It's mostly just Noemi. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. The healer was right.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the reason that they succeeded was the healer, I would think. Yeah. I mean, right, and then. Noemi.
Yeah.
So.
That bitch. So yeah, I don't think it's like that bad.
Yeah, at least like it wasn't like white savior type thing. I don't know.
Yeah, like she did it herself.
And the fact that like because Frances and her could speak to each other. Yeah. That was important.
Yeah, like I should have known from the beginning that she was gonna end up with him because he's the only one who speaks Spanish.
It's funny too that she's like, your cousin's way hotter than you, Frances. Basically, I'm like, okay. But,
she spends a lot of time, which it does fit her character, but her spend a lot of time, like, appraising people's appearances.
Yeah. But the way they describe her outfits and stuff, girl was balling. She had some great, I know, I was like, I want your closet.
Yeah. And why wouldn't you be going on like that if you're in this random Gothic house in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Like, wear your ball gown.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Well, is there anything else you want to say about it? It was fun read.
It was good.
We might pick something a little more mellow next time, but it was fun and it was perfect for the time of year.
Yeah, very good Halloween read.
It's been on our list for a long time and it's been out since 2020, so yeah. Oh no.
You got anything?
Not really. And do we need an outro? What do people say at the end of podcasts? That's Mexican Gothic. That's our thoughts.
That's our thoughts, yeah. So let us know if you have anything else you want us to read.
Yeah, check our socials and you can comment your favorite books and stuff, and we'll see if we can get to them.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe, that whatever is on all the buttons. Hit everyone. All the buttons.
Every single button. Yep. All right. Thanks for watching and listening. Tuning in. Peace.
Peace.